Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to Island Doctors Yoga. I'll have you get a couple of cans, maybe like 1 pound, 16 ounces, or no weights, or if you have little handheld weights, very light. Just make sure that you have that within your reach. We're gonna start by standing, and I'm gonna have you distribute your weight. You're going to bring your weight underneath your big toe, underneath your little toe, and on the outsides of your feet. Softening your knees, slight bend, back on your heels. This area where your low back is, instead of having a big curve here, we want to kind of flatten it. To do that, we take our hips that might be tipped forward and tip them so they're neutral. So you have a bowl, your hips are like a bowl. You don't want anything to spill forward or back. And if you tend to tip your hips back, then you need to adjust that. I don't do that, so it's hard for me to adjust my body. I tend to tip forward. And then your arms come down by your side, your palms are forward, your shoulder blades are not riding up, they're back, they're rolled back. Your head is in line over your neck. You can soften your gaze, or you can close your eyes here. We're just going to start to breathe, and I get asked this a lot. Why are we trying to breathe in through our nose, out through our nose? The reason that we're trying to breathe in through our nose, out through our nose, is it's a closed circuit. Our air is meant to come into our body via our nose. There's tiny little hairs in our nose that catch impurities. If your air is cold, it goes up into your sinus cavity, it swirls around, becoming the perfect temperature to enter your lungs. So if at all possible, you should try to breathe through your nose. I am aware that that is not available to everyone, so if it's not you, then you just breathe any way you can. And then the out through the nose. Why is the question. Why can't we breathe out through our mouth? You can breathe out through your mouth. We're trying to close our breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, because it's mindful. You're trying to bring your awareness to your breath. Bringing your awareness to your breath in this way means that if you start over breathing, if you're breathing too heavy, you gasp for air. You want to eat your air. It comes in through your mouth, out through your mouth. So we're just trying to step back and breathe mindfully with purpose. Then if you move, you start this movement, you're breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And you catch yourself having to breathe more. You catch yourself trying to suck in through your mouth or out through your mouth. You want to step back from your movement, move less, and breathe mindfully. Your breath is the most important thing that you're doing in your yoga class. So if you come into this practice and it's very hard for you to breathe, then you move less and you just focus on your breathing. So today we're going to focus on our breathing a lot. We're going to take those inhales in through our nose, out through our nose. On your next inhale, I'd like you to observe what happens in your body. Your second breath, I'm going to have you observe again what happens in your body. It's like your body is making a circle. You contract. Everything contracts, lifts. You create space in your lungs. And then on the exhale, everything relaxes a little bit, compresses, takes that air out of your lungs. So your diaphragm moves when you breathe. It moves down on the in-breath and it moves up on the in-breath and the out-breath. So there's this expansion and contraction that's happening. So I'm going to have you work with that and focus on that. And I'm going to have you step behind your chair. We're going to step our feet back, coming wide, using that chair to push our arms against. We're coming back into our body. Our hips are back, coming into a downward facing dog here. And breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And now that you're in this position with your breath, see if you can feel the back of your body move. The back of your rib cage. So again, it's this expanding and contracting. And have you lift your head and your heart, expanding and contracting. Have you step your feet toward your chair. Standing in your mountain pose, inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down. So a few times moving with your breath, inhaling up, creating length, exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. This time we're going to inhale up, bringing our palms together, crossing our thumbs, pulling our fingertips toward the ceiling. And then check in with yourself. Is it harder to feel that expansion and contraction when you breathe? Do you feel restricted? Is it hard to get your arms near your ears? It's okay if it is, you're just observing here. Are you stuck like this? That's okay, just observing. So every breath is an opportunity to observe your body, where it feels good, where it feels stuck, where it feels like you're stretching, where it feels weak. And then just working in those spots. Again, placing your hands together, pulling your hands toward the ceiling, and then gently opening side to side. Exhale your arms down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down over the chair. We're folding, we're hinging at the waist, bringing our arms along the side of the chair, and then inhale, lifting our heart. Exhale, stepping your right foot back. It's staying in the same line as that left foot, bending that left knee. As you bend here, you'll feel a really wonderful stretch in your calf. Hopefully, you will not feel it if your foot is at an angle. It's not going to feel the same as if your foot is facing forward. So you want both of your feet facing forward. If it's too much of a stretch, then you can come in a little bit more. If it's not enough, you start to deepen this knee bend. And then again, coming into all these little parts of your body, lifting your heart up. Your shoulder blades are down your back. They're not tucked up next to your ear. You may bring one arm up or both. And then feel those breaths, coming in through the nose, out through the nose, expanding, contracting. Or another way of saying it would be, you feel everything tighten, and then you feel everything slightly relax. Exhale, bringing both your hands down, staying here for another moment, lifting that leg forward, standing in your mountain pose and breathing. Softening your face with a smile. Inhale up. You can bring your gaze up to your hands. Exhale, fold, hinging at the waist, bringing your arms out halfway, so you're swan diving forward, bringing your hands along the side of the chair. Inhale, lifting your heart up straight, stepping that other foot back. And again, we're finding a stretch here in our calf. You might need to shift around a little bit. You're using that chair for balance. If you want to continue using that chair for balance, then please go right ahead. If you feel comfortable bringing one arm up, you may. If you feel comfortable bringing both arms up, you may. And then concentrating on the breath, feeling those inhales and exhales. Feeling yourself lift and come back down a little. And when I say lift, it's very subtle. It's your rib cage that's lifting, not your feet or the rest of your body. Exhale, bringing your hands to the chair, stepping your foot forward, standing in your mountain pose, breathing. I'm going to have you take one leg and cross it over the other. So we're just simply going to cross our leg here. If you can wrap it more. You don't have to, it can stay on the floor, that works. And then stepping that out, crossing the other leg. So maybe a little cross here, maybe your foot plants on the floor, or maybe you wrap that foot around the back of your ankle. It depends on you and your body. And then unwrapping that and standing about hips width distance apart. Again, I'm going to use my chair, so I'm going to face the chair. I'm going to pretend that there's a wall on my back, and I'm slowly going to bring myself down, sliding along that wall. One arm out, or both hands on the chair. I'm going to keep one arm out, but you are more than welcome to keep both your hands on the chair. I'm going to have you look down. Are your knees collapsing in? Are you collapsing in on your feet? Maybe come up a little and don't collapse. Even if it means you have to be up higher, you're trying not to collapse in. We're trying to teach our body a new way of being. You can bring your other arm up, holding and breathing. Going back to the breath. Going back to see what that feels like to have your rib cage expand and contract. And then slowly come up and bring your arms down to your sides. Now, that's one of the movements that we're going to do that you might find yourself breathing a little bit heavier. If that's the case, you want to wait until you can breathe normally again, in through your nose, out through your nose. You're going to do it again. So coming down, holding onto the chair, bending your knees. If you're collapsing in, you're not coming down as far. One arm out, maybe just one, maybe both. Inhale up slowly, exhale, and come down by your side, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. The door just really scared me. I'm going to have you grab your weights. Mine are 3 pounds. Anything more than that is probably too much. Just going to do some lifts with our shoulders. So first allowing those weights to just be by our side, bringing everything down. Shoulder blades are down. We're going to lift and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Both at the same time. I'm going to have you roll, so we're going to pick one shoulder up, bring it down and back, forward, up, back, and down. Other side. Now I'm going to move so that you can see the back of my body. We're going to bring our arms up so they have like a little softening, a C in each arm. And I'm going to take my shoulder blades and pull a tiny movement here. And hold and breathe. So I'm pinching my shoulder blades together. You don't have to have weights to do this. You can do it without. And then bring those arms down and breathe. Bringing your arms up again. There's like a little C curve in your arms, pinching your shoulder blades together, breathing. Exhale down. To have you inhale your arms out to the side. You can use weights here or not. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So that little pinching of the shoulder blades together, we woke up those muscles. We engaged those muscles first. Now we're using them. Breathing deeply. And then you don't have to stay in this plane. You can move your arms. Depends on your weights and how you feel. You can come out at an angle a little bit. Moving in all sorts of different ways. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. Maybe out at an angle. Using all the different parts of our shoulder blades. Maybe with the softened arm. moving your body. And doing one more set of all of those, inhaling up, exhaling down. Different angle, exhaling down. Out in front of you, exhaling down. Bent arms, exhaling down. And then bringing those shoulders and your weights down by your side, standing in your mountain pose, softening your knees and breathing. I'm going to put these off to the side. I'm going to have you step behind your chair. We're going to step our feet out wide. We're going to stretch the inside of our calf muscles, our thigh muscles. We just did our calves. So stepping out, maybe coming forward, pushing your hips out. You can use the front of the chair or the back, whatever works best for you. Keeping a flat back here, straight, straightening your spine. And then you can bend and bend. So walking this area out. Supporting yourself, making sure that you don't have anything on your feet, that your feet are going to slip. You can start to come up straighter. Moving here with your breath. Pushing yourself forward. Opening up an arm. Opening up an arm. Opening up an arm. Bringing both arms down, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, back to standing. Standing in your mountain pose. I'm going to find a seated position, so I'll have you bring yourself down onto your seat. We're going to do a hip stretch here. So coming down, bending your knees, getting yourself so that you're comfortable. You can sit back a little. Bringing one leg over the other and finding it in your body where you feel a really nice stretch here in your hip. Oh, I can feel that today. So sitting up straight first, using the back of your chair to sit up straight. You can start to lean forward a little bit. If you start to lean forward a bit and it's too much, then coming back out. Feeling yourself expand and contract. Feeling your rib cage. So when we first move our body into positions, our body is a little unyielding. So just as it spends time, it knows that you're putting it in a safe position. It knows that things aren't going to hurt. Then it can start to relax and you can start to maybe move in a little bit different way than you originally did. And then bringing that foot out so it's parallel. I'm going to have you just pull your foot back a little, opening up your ankle, your hand in front if that feels good. Nice ankle stretch here. And then taking your hand under your knee, under your foot, lifting and rocking that leg a little bit. Coming down, releasing it. Other foot to other side. Again, spending just the first few moments, allowing that hip to relax. Lifting your heart, maybe if it feels good in your body, coming forward a little bit. Bringing your foot so it's parallel, just taking hold of your foot, maybe from the top or from underneath, whatever's most comfortable for you, opening up your ankle. And then taking your hand under your knee, under your foot, rocking your hip. Bringing that foot down. I'm going to come to the edge of my chair. I'm going to lift my heart. Shoulder blades are down my back. I'm going to inhale my arms up about halfway and start to hinge forward. So I'm using my heart to come first. Bringing my whole upper torso over my body, and I'm stretching out that low back. And I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here because it feels good. I can breathe here. My head can be up higher than my heart. If you have any sort of blood pressure issues, you wanna not drop your head below your heart. Bringing your arms out about halfway, hinging, using your strength of your core. Bring your arms down. We're gonna have us inhale our arms up. We're gonna exhale and we're gonna twist. So making sure that this is okay for your spine. If it hurts you, if you have any sort of herniations in your back and you know twisting does not feel good, then please don't do it. Have your hand on the chair. You can tuck your hand up in between your shoulder blades if you'd like to. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Holding onto the chair, holding onto the outside of your knee, maybe taking that arm up in between your shoulder blades. Again, that's completely up to you. And again, there's always the option of not twisting at all. Inhale, forward. Exhale, fold. This time your hands can go down by your feet. They can go out past your toes. You can tuck them underneath your feet or underneath your heels. Whatever feels good for you right now. You can take your 2 fingers and your thumb on your big toe. Inhale your arms up about halfway. Lift. Hands come through to heart center. Pausing at heart center, I'm going to have you stay here at the edge of your chair, setting your feet up so that they're about the width of your hips. As you close your eyes here, we're going to come back into that breath. You're going to feel those inhales and exhales. You can soften your hands onto your lap. They can be face up or face down. Can you deepen your inhale? As you deepen your inhale, it automatically deepens your exhale. You can squeeze your eyes really tight and then open them. You can roll out your wrists, bringing them in toward each other. And then out. In. And out. If you take one arm and bring it across your body. Taking the other arm across your body. One arm up. We're going to bring that hand in between our shoulder blades. Other hand in between your shoulder blades. It's getting my hair thing squished in here. Oh well. And then bringing your arms up, pulling toward the ceiling. Exhale down. Letting go of the breath. You're not breathing a certain way anymore. It doesn't have to come in through the nose or out through the nose. You're just breathing like you normally do on any given day when you're not paying attention. So just feel how your body feels. Hopefully you feel a little stretched, a little stronger, a little bit more relaxed. The only time that our body can heal is when we're in our parasympathetic nervous system, when we're in stress. There's no way that our body can do all the processes that it needs to do to take care of us. It's trying to take care of us by getting us out of the situation or pumping hormones into our body to help us move, fight or flight. So just taking this time, bringing your nervous system down does absolutely wonderful, amazing things for your body. So thank you for taking care of yourself with me, and I will see you soon. Thank you.